Hello! It's a beautiful day at the BTC. It's a beautiful day to be at work. Today, we're talking about the reimagined workplace. Specifically, we're talking about working from home. And what that means is talking about security. I am Mike Mason. At the Business Transformation Center, we focus on solutions that help you solve business problems. So let's take a look at work from home solutions. One great resource for work from home is this UD Pocket from iGel. It is a USB key that you just plug into your PC or your Mac. It boots off the USB key into a secure operating system that's administratively controlled, and then you can access remote desktops. You can run applications locally. For instance, if you want to run your unified communication applications like Microsoft Teams or Cisco WebEx, BlueJeans, so you have good audio video, and then use your Citrix sessions or your VMware Horizon View sessions separately. Get people off those personal devices and onto a secure device. I said we need to talk about security while you're working from home. You know what? There's so many different options. I just talked about secure remote desktop with the iGel UD packet, but what other things could I show you, or what other thing might you want to focus on? Well, as I was doing some of the research, I found, wow, you know what? There's this new thing called Sassy that keeps coming up. And really, I wasn't sure on what that was specifically, or what it meant for work from home. So I thought I'd ask some of our experts. So I reached out to Tom, my Cisco guy, and John, my HPE guy. Hey, Tom. Listen, I'm creating these solutions for work from home, and I'm told that I should know something about Sassy. So first of all, can you just help me out and tell me what it is and how it relates to working from home or remote work in general?
Yeah, absolutely. It's all the rage, Mike. Just want to let you know. It's something that really came out early last year. Gartner actually introduced the architecture, Sassy, in December 2019. And then it really took off in 2020. All the vendors, and it's not just one vendor, all the major vendors are trying to get the solution out. So Sassy, what it really is it's a combination of combining or converging networking, security, and visibility into a single management, where we then can take people that are remote or in branch offices and manage it from the cloud. So from a networking standpoint, there's really two scenarios. There's the branch office scenario, and then there's the remote worker. So branch office is going to be, you use SD-WAN capability. And that's a terminology that's been around a few years. It's very popular. Cisco has Cisco SD-WAN and Meraki SD-WAN. And then you combine it with security, and the security is going to be two things: cloud-based security and zero trust security. So the cloud-based security is Umbrella SIG, their secure internet gateway, and the zero trust is Duo, which is their multi-factor authentication solution. So the idea is that all of these converge together to manage that solution. So from a remote work, people could be at home, get a unified client that will connect up to Umbrella Secure Internet Gateway, and then users in the branch office would be connected in with SD-WAN, and then all your policies could be centrally managed, basically, is the idea.
Hey, John. Listen, I'm trying to tell our partners about work from home solutions, and I came across this Sassy thing, and I really don't know what it is. Can you help me out as our HPE specialist?
Oh yeah, absolutely, Mike. What are you gonna come to me about? That's self-addressed stamped envelope. You kind of lick the stamp, you put it on the envelope, and they send you stuff back.
That
Right?
makes
So
sense.
that's work from home. That's what I'm doing. I'm sure what you mean is secure access services edge, though, right?
Yes, I
Yeah.
think that might sound
more to what we do for a living. Yes.
Which that clears it up too, doesn't it? Like that totally makes sense. Like I understand what's kind of going on. Gardener. I think the gardener term is pretty good. Right, once you know what the technology kind of does, right? But just on the surfaces. So the kind of the way I would describe it is, at one time when we looked at our battlefront of providing services or applications to the users on our network, we looked within our four walls, right? So, or maybe we had a couple of buildings or sites or something like that, but we looked at our four walls and we protected everything. But things have changed so much. I mean, if we look back at in times, certainly things such as bring your own devices have changed things. So now we're working from our own laptops, our own tablets, our phones, and things like that. The cloud has certainly changed things. So no longer are the applications within our four walls. They could be anywhere, Office 365 or whatnot. As certainly with the what's happened over the last year, that has really extended our fortress or our boundaries to now where every site could potentially be a user's house nowadays. So now we go from a handful of sites to hundreds or thousands of sites. So how do we manage that? And Sassy's kind of the framework to come in and manage that completely. So what Secure Access Services Edge does is allows us to take SD-WAN to the next level. All right, because and manage it maybe if, in the case of like Aruba, like we're managing it from a cloud perspective, because really having a management tool that's on a single site does, especially when we explode it out with the amount of sites that we're going to have, or amount of households that we're going to have, that makes a lot of sense. So it's definitely cloud focused, taking SD-WAN to the next level, making sure there's a zero trust perspective to our environment, our WAN or our LAN environment. So products on my side would be things like ClearPass, being able to lock things down, because because we're extending things out and we're using any type of device that's out there. We don't necessarily want the hacker script kiddie next door to get into our very easily to hack home wireless network and be able to infiltrate our environment. So how to protect those type of things remotely, and that's really what secure access um, uh, this type of solution is really all about, is kind of locking those things down. So it's taking our networks and our what we're doing and spreading it on out, and then adding a security layer on top of it.
For more solutions like these, contact the BTC.